Hey patients, Dr. Epic here, back with some more Albaruchin. Today I wanted to talk about the planet Elaaden of the Mass Effect universe. This is one of the so-called Golden Worlds, as the Milky Way colonists used to call this, and six other planets believed to be planets especially suitable to support life. Elaaden is perhaps my favorite Golden World. Why? Maybe it's because you meet the cool Krogan nation, the cool crashed alien ship, the Dune worm in the background just jumping around, or maybe it's just nostalgia for the Battlefield 1 beta days on Sinai Desert. As part of preparation for hopefully the next game in the not too super distant future, and my just general interest for the franchise, I wanted to explore this planet a little bit more again in preparation. First, thank you for clicking. Now, let's talk about Elaaden. Let's explore Elaaden's lore first, then later we can talk about Elaaden's possible role in future games. Elaaden is not actually a planet, but it's a moon, orbiting a massive gas giant alongside multiple other moons located in the Sobre system of the Helios cluster. It orbits around its star in 44.4 years, meaning that Leonardo DiCaprio on this world would actually be dating a 0.4-year-old woman. He's really getting them early though, I must say. Elaaden has always been considered a hot desert world. It has no known previous colonization by intelligent species other than the mysterious Jardan and a few scattered Angaran mining operations. It has a comfortable gravitational pull, making it similar to Earth and other famous homeworlds of the Milky Way, making it viable for many of the Andromeda Initiative species that was observing it. They found noteworthy amounts of water vapor in the breathable atmosphere, further testifying to the moon's habitable environment. In addition, Elaaden was determined to be a mineral-rich and vastly resource-wealthy world, particularly in sodium silicon, as well as elements zero, iron, and graphite. Upon arrival at the planet for the first time, the Andromeda Initiative were saddened to find their initial scans to have been faulty. Nearly no water vapor is present, and the surface is even hotter than anticipated, rocking temperatures in the ranges of 52 to 99 degrees Celsius or 125 to 210 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 degree Celsius away from the standard boiling point of water. Naturally, this makes the moon uninhabitable to most species in the natural way. That is, save for the Krogan, of course. The remarkably adaptive Krogan species of the Milky Way decided at one point to establish a sovereign nation of Krogan in the Andromeda Galaxy, currently under the rule of clan leader and colonial overlord Nakmor Morda. Their colony was set on Elaaden and was aptly named New Tuchanka, in honor of their Milky Way home planet, and probably partly in reference to both planets being considered practically uninhabitable for all other species except for the hardy Krogan. Other intelligent inhabitants of the moon include mainly outlaws and exiles from the Initiative project. This adds to the danger of exploring the scorching surface of Elaaden. In addition, remaining Jardan technology, nicknamed Remnant, might also pose threats to travelers should you stumble into their defensive perimeters. It is believed that the cause for the drastic increase of global temperatures on Elaaden is due to malfunction with the subterranean Jardan vault structure. Vaults possess technology so advanced they can directly and swiftly alter global ecosystems. It is believed, due to knowledge on dating and timing, that the Scourge event is guilty of making the vaults on Elaaden heat up the entire world. Once the Pathfinder team of Ryder arrived, soon the Remnant Vault would be reset and brought back online by them. Nearly immediately, the moon's temperature drastically dropped to a more livable range, achieved seemingly by controlled dispersal of water vapor and cloud-forming materials in the atmosphere, dispersed by the Remnant technology. The scientists of the Initiative even saw the need to ward inhabitants of Elaaden against rain and possible flash floods in the near future. Noticeable sites on Elaaden adjacent in the Vault region include the interesting sinkhole formations of Paradise Sands, various scavenger outposts demonstrating organic will to survive, the vast sand dunes of the so-called Sea of Ataraxia, the impressive water supply outpost aptly referred to as the Paradise as well. Much Jardan and Remnant relics and technology dot the region, particularly in the so-called Gehenna Valley, the area known as Languish, and the area known as Hell's Promise, where a giant derelict alien ship is crashed, presumably of Jardan origin. Organic inhabitants are nowhere to be found. This ship still had its drive core largely intact enough to be exploited. It was supposed that this core could provide massive amounts of power, and soon debate arose in whether this core was the property of the sovereign local Krogan nation to be used as a much-needed power supply for New Tuchanka and the colony at large, or if the core belonged to the Initiative that was also in grave need of supplies and resources in the hostile Helios cluster. Other remnant technology providing headaches for the local inhabitants include the local Architect, which is a creature that some might describe as a giant metal dune worm. The nature of these creatures and their purpose isn't clearly understood, but they are believed to be crucial in the maintenance of the vault systems and constructing the massive subterranean cave systems known to be a staple of remnant construction. Elaaden is also host to two beautiful natural cave systems. Now, let's discuss Elaaden's possible role in the future games. It will undoubtedly be the Krogan seat of power as the home of New Tuchanka, I believe, because it has great symbolic value for the Krogan of Andromeda. Coupled with the rumors of the Krogan may be evolving past the Genophage, the Krogan will no doubt become more powerful, and they will likely use this world as their starting point to establish a recognizable and powerful profile in Helios, and perhaps Andromeda at large, in the further future. The strength of the Krogan, though, will likely depend heavily on whether or not they acquire the Remnant drive core to further boost their standing on Elaaden. I think it would be wise for the Initiative to have good diplomatic relations with these Krogan, since they insist on being independent and separate from the Initiative. Antagonizing them is not wise, I believe. As of yet, Elaaden has not been the target of major Kett attacks like most other Golden Worlds and colonies. If this will forever ring true, we can only hope, of course, for the sake of Elaaden's inhabitants. One thing is for sure though, should the Kett attempt to conquer Elaaden, they should talk to a couple of guys nicknamed the Ranknai first, before they decide. I personally really want to see Elaaden again in the future. But if we don't revisit it, that's also fine. I'm satisfied with what we got in that regard. This world really resonated with me for some reason. I want to know the future of New Tuchanka though, and Paradise, etc. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Can't wait to see rain fall on this wonderful world. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully not too long until we get the new game. Of course, take your time, make it good, and we'll hopefully get a satisfying view at the fate of Elaaden's story. As for now, I think this is it for our little visit of the scorching Elaaden. Thank you for watching. This is Dr. Epic signing out. If you want more ice cubes in your lemonade on this hot world, subscribe and I'll find you some.